study out of Oregon suggests that the government's healthcare push for all does not necessarily make people any healthier. This contradicting the liberal point of view and their talking points in support of the President's Affordable Care Act. Dr. Ben Carson is Director of Pediatric Neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins University. What does he make of the study? He joins us right now from Baltimore. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Good morning.
Okay, so we should point out that this study applied to Medicaid rather than private insurance, but nonetheless, it does blow up essentially one of the liberal side's claims about people need more health care, so they'll be healthier.
Well, it was a wonderful opportunity to do a good study because back in 2008 when Oregon decided that they would make Medicare available, there wasn't enough money to make it available to everybody, so they started a lottery, and about 6,000 people were able to get it, and they were able to compare those with the 6,000 people who weren't able to get it. Look at the cost differences. What they discovered is, in fact, the people who received the Medicaid spent more money, over $1,000 more, but they didn't have any significant increase in the physical health benefit.
Yeah, exactly right. And so for people who are pushing Obamacare, that, they don't want you to see the results of that study because that flies in the face of what they've been pushing.
Well, we continue to find, as the pages are turned and we learn more and more about it, that it isn't all it was cracked up to be. And you look at all the taxes that are associated with it, and I'm particularly sensitive to this, taking care of children. The flexible spending accounts, which people used frequently, particularly for special needs children, the amount that you can put into that has been drastically reduced.
Sure.
Down to $2,500 now. That can't even buy a good brace.
Yeah.
And
I know.
People are being forced into a situation that I don't think anybody anticipated that they were going to be in.
Well, and I think that's one of the reasons why Max Baucus, a Democrat from the great state of Montana, who's retiring, one of the authors of Obamacare, he said, this thing, in implementing it, it's a train wreck.
It really is. And, all it would require really is a little bit of humility and to say, it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's all work together. Let's do it in a transparent way like we promised we were going to do in the first place. And I think, the lessons that have been learned, along with the collective wisdom, we could come up with something pretty good.
Yeah, you probably are right. But as Nancy Pelosi said, we got to pass it to find out what's in it. We're finding out what's in it. We don't like it, Doctor.
No, we don't.
All right. Dr. Ben Carson joins us today from Johns Hopkins. He's 57 days away from retiring. Is that guy happy or what?
Pretty happy.
I bet you are. All right, Doctor, thank you very much for joining us on this Friday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, straight ahead. She's the first woman ever to be put